making his debut, boxing out of Drago Fight Team, Luca, the Bulldozer Cocozza!
Luca Cocozza making his debut, weighed in at 76 kilograms for this light heavyweight belt. Oh, I love the light heavyweight division, Chris.
Yeah,
this is the speed, the power, the danger.
It's all about the power. I mean, it's so exciting watching these fighters that have a little bit of weight behind these shots. I mean, Luca, 17 years old. This is the next generation of boxers, of UK fighters coming through, testing themselves here in the Premier Boxing League ring. A really hotly contested boxing ring, as boxing rings are. And yeah, stepping in right now. And there's a bit of a buzz about this kid. People are talking about him at the venue, talking about just how good he is.
And introducing in the blue corner, his opponent, also making his debut, he's an independent fighter, Tommy Landersduffy!
Now Steve, let's hear it from your perspective. You're a shorter fighter that used to fight taller fighters. We got a big height difference. We got Luca, 185 centimeters, Tommy, 156. How do you think that stacks up?
Well, it's hard to tell from a distance. It'll be interesting to see how they stand. One of the disadvantages to being the taller fighter is that you have to punch down, and despite the fact that you will have a longer reach, if you're not blading your stance a little bit more, getting lower in your stance, you're not going to really reap the benefits of that long reach. So, and also, if you know the direction of the punches that they're going to be coming down upon you, getting your head close to them, onto their chest, and being able to rip to the body is definitely an advantage for the shorter fighter.
Three-minute rounds.
I don't know how accurate these heights are because they don't look that different, but could be opposite sides. It's perspective, maybe. Luca is definitely a little taller, a little rangier.
It might be 176. He's definitely
maybe,
not 156.
He's going to want to use that jab.
He's taller than me, man, and I'm 170 centimeters. At least my driver's license says that. I was wearing high heels. This will be interesting. Independent fighter, like you said, but he's being cornered by the Phoenix Fight Team.
And that is useful, having that experienced corner staff, giving you those little adjustments. We saw in the fights earlier. You go a fighter, lose the first round, go back to his corner, get those words of wisdom in there, those adjustments that will mean that you can win round 2 and round 3.
And they say Cocozza's willing to really chomping at the bit to make a statement, and he slips that jab beautifully. And Cocozza's coming forward with
Tommy's
the right
pressure. Look at this, and head movement. Beautiful jab.
Landersduffy moving his head around, very fluid there in his stance, leaning off to his right side, looking to land his right hand counter. Pawn with the jab. Short right hand lands for the Bulldozer.
Yeah, the Bulldozer, Lucas, I'm worried that he's
big
coming out
right
so
hand
aggressive.
lands.
How much is he pacing himself? Or does he know that he's got that killer gas tank he can fall back on?
See a high guard there from Cocozza.
What a combo.
The right hand, and that head movement is doing well for Landersduffy, but he shakes his head that that didn't feel nearly as hard as it looked. But I bet it did.
Yeah, Duffy's got beautiful head movement, nice stance, moving his head offline. At the moment, that blitz forward of Lucas and the combinations, it's just a dangerous fight. That lovely right hand, he found a home for that. What I really admire about Lucas here is he's just not loading up on stuff. He's really picking his shots. Everything's very measured, not overcommitting to anything.
You could hear the sound on that one, Chris, as they both connected. Lucas Cocozza went with the right hand. Landersduffy went with his own.
Yeah, he's trying to look for the home for that right uppercut all the time. And that right hand.
He just bounced back in with that right hand and snapped the head back of Landersduffy. Landersduffy, a lot of movement here, a lot being thrown. However, it seems like Cocozza's getting the better in those damaging shots there as he paws another right hand through the guard of Landersduffy.
Cocozza has not come here to win on points, Steve. He is looking for a finish.
I like the way Cocozza's bouncing in and out. It's hard for Landersduffy to establish the range, so he backs him up into the corner and lands a left hook as Cocozza spins back out to the center of the ring.
Yeah, lovely roll by Cocozza though. Duffy with the pressure, work him into the corner.
As you said earlier, a smaller ring, but Definitely a lot of good movement from Cocozza and a lot of good walking down here from Landersduffy.
Yeah, Cocozza's been at a couple of moments where he's just overcommitted to shots and end up out of shape. One of my favourite boxing coaches, Stuart Scott, back in the day used to say shape and form. Shape and form is all about just keeping that shape and form the whole fight.
Yep,
never overcommitting.
Staying in your stance so you can use those weapons. We see there Cocozza going back into the ropes and having his feet kind of even out there, kind of go parallel. And that's a good opportunity for Landersduffy to land that big right hook that he's been looking for all round.
Great first round. Both guys showed such skill. Yeah, I'm not sure how the judges are going to pick that one. We had some absolutely fantastic shots landed by Cocozza. Was moving so well, short right hands, but it only seemed to be for the first half of that round. And then he got caught slightly overcommitting to the punches, ended up out of shape. If he missed, just lost his footing because of that. And that meant that Landersduffy could adjust, come in, catch those counters, look for those shots. What an incredible first round. This is going to be one of those fights that these adjustments right now from the corner can make all the difference.
Yeah, in the corner of Duffy, I'm sure they're telling him that the head movement is working. They needs to go to the body as well as the head. As for Cocozza, he found a really nice home for a lead rear hand. He led with his right hand and sprinted onto him quite well. I'd like to see him set that up a little bit more with slashing jabs and maybe some angling off. He could also slip to the inside and land that lovely cross counter.
Here we go, round two.
There we go, back to the head movement from Landersduffy.
Oh,
uppercut attempt.
Uppercut. Beautiful shot.
Just glances off the chin. Nice. Sprints onto it again.
That lean away right uppercut of Cocozza is dangerous.
Ooh, a big right hand lands there for Landersduffy. And Landersduffy gets pushed back.
Yeah, was it a push or a shot, Steve? It's hard to see from our angle. I saw a little...
It seemed to be a right hand that landed just a bit more, and then he came back with it came over the top with the left. Be nice to look at the way his feet were in that position. He doesn't even need to take the standing 8. Yeah, he's searching back for those right hands. Is Cocozza backing him up and hits him again. Beautiful.
That's what he's doing so well, Steve, because he's a taller fighter. He's getting just out of range and then popping an uppercut or a right hand back.
Yeah, that uppercut that he's trying to set up is... And then we've got Cocozza chasing down Duffy now.
He has beautiful timing, does Cocozza. That's why he's landing these shots.
Left, that jab was...
That right again.
Again, big right hand lands, and all Landersduffy can do is look to grip up, try to get into the clinch. But as he does that, he's going to be open for more shots to land. Cocozza doing really well. He's following the rules well. He's not pulling the back of the head.
Yep. I mean, a great display of boxing ability.
Good shot to the body.
fighters.
That's not much nicer from Cocozza, mixing up the heights of his shots, and as he tries to almost range find there with his left to land his right. Landersduffy's hands are way down.
It's very Floyd Mayweather, that pushing jab. You leave it out there, give him a little push, it affects the balance. I mean, it's borderline on the rules of boxing because you can't push each other, but you know, what's a jab and what's a push is always a difficult question.
Landersduffy trying to get behind his own jab.
Yep.
I think he's just over-committing to his right side, so he's not able to come back fast enough with his own right hand. And Cocozza has been capitalizing on it all round. 3 3-minute rounds here, folks. So a little bit more time for Cocozza to work. More time for Duffy to try to get back in to this fight. Cocozza doing well to mix the right hand up to the body. Now as he shows that shoulder again.
Lovely left hook.
Left hook counter.
Duffy.
That's exactly the counter you need when they throw the right hand to the body, is the left hook. Cocozza comes steaming in, eats a right hand again and again. Landersduffy turning his head away, almost eats one in the back of the head there. He's got to be careful there.
This has been a strong round for Cocozza. He's really found his timing. That's been the biggest difference. He has figured out Landersduffy. He's timing that right hand, and it's always a right hand he's countering with, but he's varying it. He's hit the body, he's got that uppercut from in the middle, and then a short straight right over the top, and it keeps Landersduffy guessing. He doesn't know which of those counters are coming. And it shows great ability from
You see it there in the
Cocozza.
replay. Landersduffy steaming back in, and he eats
Oh,
a
that
right
right.
hand beautifully. He's got that left hand pawing out for the jab, and Cocozza's done so well to kind of come right over top of it there and corkscrew his punch in right into the jaw of Landersduffy.
I can't believe we've got so many amazing fights this evening, Steve. We have, I think, 12, 13 more fights of this caliber, and it's just getting better and better. We've got some pros later, we've got title fights coming up as well. What a job we have. Incredible. We're going to be here in Manchester, watching some of the best boxers in the country. Here we go, our third round. Landersduffy needs to rally, needs to make some adjustments. Cocozza probably wants to stick with what's working.
Yeah, I would say Landersduffy has to start hunting for a finish, and right from the bell. Cocozza doing well to mix it up. I'd like to see his head movement after the shot to the body, but there, he's got Landersduffy moving back.
Cocozza doing a good job now of controlling the middle of the ring. This gives him better footwork, better movement.
Really good conditioning from both of these fighters, though. They're both really in it. They seem fresh after the stool.
Good might be an understatement. Oh, the right counter.
That's what you said about overcommitment, Chris.
Yep. Cocozza looked a little out on his feet there, Steve.
Yeah, he just had that buffering moment.
Oh,
Now he
on a slip.
misses again with the right hand. Landersduffy's fighting two things. He's fighting Cocozza, and he's fighting the way his hair's whipping into his face. And now he's landing his left hands at will.
Does look cool though, Steve.
It's amazing.
What a rally this would be if Landersduffy could pull this out the bag.
I'd like to see almost a lead uppercut or a shovel hook from Cocozza to try to put that chin on a platter for his right hand.
Yeah, work the body a little bit as well, maybe.
There's again. And even now that big moment for Landersduffy is looking a little bit in the rear view.
Yeah, Cocozza's doing a good job of just staying tight now. He's just keeping his hands pinned. He knows he had a big shot, not overcommitting. And that's the sign of an intelligent fighter. You know, you're learning from the mistakes. Oh, both throwing haymakers.
I think Landersduffy's one landed there.
Yep. Oh, a little bit more maybe. I'm not sure it was a clean shot.
Sweeping right hand there.
Oh, push and then a big right.
Backed him up there. Now he's just unloading.
They've both had these moments where they've just thrown absolute haymaker bombs, and problem is that they're the shots that fatigue you.
Yes, that's the thing. I was waiting for those 50% shots to set up the 100% one.
Yeah.
Both of these fighters. Now, Landersduffy switching stances.
Oh, nice head movement by Landersduffy. He's really settling into this. Finding his range this third round.
That's what you get from an independent fighter. A little bit more unorthodox. Now he switches back into orthodox stance. I think there's a lot of fatigue going through the mind right now of Cocozza. He's staying tight. And somebody put a little bit of a full stop on this fight.
I like the look away slip counter. I love that. Beautiful work by Landersduffy.
A lot of style from Landersduffy there in the third round. We had that knockdown from Cocozza earlier in the fight. We'll have to go to the judges' scorecards again. A lot of heavy shots landing for Cocozza in the first and second round, but it just seemed to light a fire under Landersduffy. He was able to come back and catch that that overextension you were talking about, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a good chance that Cocozza took two of those rounds. But yeah, we are not judges. It's all up to the judges. We've got some of the best judges in the country here scoring this bout here at Premier Boxing League number 9. And sometimes it can be a subjective sport, you know. Just a slightly different angle, you're going to see this shot land or that shot land, or you know the rings or the post get in the way and block you seeing that big hand that landed. We're going to be going here and see in just a moment. Oh, it's palpable the tension here, Steve.
You know, they're all watching the replay. You're looking at the big shots that have landed for both fighters. Cocozza doing well to stay tight, but then kind of like you say, coming out of shape and form occasionally when he overextended with his right hand. There, just big moments again for Cocozza in the third round, backing Landersduffy into the corner and landing right hand after right hand.
And your winner, by unanimous decision, in the blue corner, Luca the Bulldozer Cocozza. Please put your hands together for Tommy Landersduffy. Everyone.
Is he going on his own?
Luca Cocozza gets it done on the judges' scorecards. We're going to have a quick interview with him just coming up in a few moments. A really game opponent though there in Tommy Landersduffy. It'd be really nice to see him again as he polishes up and sharpens a few more tools. But the right hand of Cocozza has got to be the story of that fight. Did incredible damage early on, and he was able to continue going back to it. He started to mix it up, sending it to the body, sending it to the head. All right, we've almost got him ready there. Very excited. We'll go to Chris with the interview.
And I am here with your winner, Lucas the Bulldozer Cocozza. What an incredible fight. Was that the game plan going in? Was that what you expected?
Yeah, it was, to be honest with you. I can't really expect much else. I'm just bound to win.
Now let's talk about that third round. He came back strong. The first two I thought you dominated. You looked good, there's counter right hands, counter right uppercut. But that third round, he really rallied. Were you worried about that at all?
No, not really. I knew that probably third round he'd probably try and come back, but I just adapted and came back to win the fight the way that I did.
Was there anything special you did for training for this particular fight? Did you mix up your training at all?
Just trained like an absolute monster, to be honest with you. A lot of cardio went into it, and that's the result of what all the training does.
Now it's an incredible performance. We want to see you back here in the ring. What's coming up in the future for you?
I'll more than likely a lot of fights, to be honest with you. You will see me back here on maybe the next show or the show afterwards. Yeah, looking forward to it.
And is your long-term goal some of those title belts?
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, definitely.
You heard it here first. Lucas is the one to watch in this division. Congratulations again, Lucas. Thank you. Back to Steve ringside.